Hello again. I am trying to make as much as possible videos today because I took a day off and I have some time. So again, in this video, I want to talk about the father, like your dad, and America, or you going abroad and making a success. I'll try to cover whatever I'm going to say in this is from my perspective and what I learned from the life or whatever I have noticed. So again, take it with a grain of salt. Hope you make some understanding from it. So this is a little bit emotional topic for me because my dad was always wanted to make me, every single dad want, not only my dad, every single dad wants to see their kids successful and definitely successful more than they are in their life. Same with my dad, same with your dad, classical, right? And every single dad during our age group was been through hardship in their life. Most of them, they had a difficult life because India was developing. India had gone through a difficult life, so they had a difficult life. And when they noticed that their kids is getting successful, they're really happy with that. So my dad was always really happy that I got successful in terms of money a little bit, got a job in IT company, living in Mumbai, having a good time. He wanted me to get married and all those things. He was really happy. And then God got this opportunity. Like before going to America, I showed him a passport. That dad, I got a visa. And he was like, you should get married now. I was like, no, why? I need to, let me go figure out things and I'll get married. But he really wanted me to get married and go to America. I followed whatever he said because I was true believer, and I'm still true believer that your father and your parents are your well-wishers. They, and not only your parents, your in-laws also, your family also, everybody is, but their perspective is very different from other part of other people in the world. And dad's perspective is totally different. That's why I'm not talking to the mom in this video at all. Dads are totally different perspective. So when I was going to America, he came to Mumbai. I called him, said, Dad, I'm going now. Finally, I was married, of course. And he said, I'm going. And he came to Mumbai to drop me off. I called my in-laws and everybody was there to drop me off. And his classical thing was he always used to bring a garland, flower, a mala around you, put it on your neck. You are Indian, you know that. So classically, he always bring that mala with red roses or whatever and brings you to that. He was very proud. My son is going to America and all those things. And then when I reached there, he was a little emotional to say me bye and all those things. But he was always very proud. He was going to people and telling, how good my son is doing. He's in America. His wife is there and having good life. Very, very proud. Every time I see in his eyes, he was very proud. I used to come back almost every year, but first few years I was not able to. When I went to America, I was again in a trap of making money, growing in career, all those sort of things, which happens with everyone. And then I came back to India and he was really happy. And then the day comes and I go back to America. I noticed the proud thing was existing, but the happiness index was going down in him. Now the thing in his mind was, my son is having a good life there, then why should I ask him to come back? He never uttered a single word till his last breath that you do what I say, come back to India. He never said that. The simple reason being is he's seen a difficult life. He never wanted me and my family to see the difficult life. So, but if you look closely to them, your parents, right, especially your dad, he was looking different every single year. When I came to India, I'm here for 1 month, and then day comes like 5 days, 4 days before I'm going to leave. Suddenly his behavior changes, things changes, I change, my mother changed, everybody changed. Because the thing is, like, now he's gone for one more year, he's going to come back next year. And believe me or not, every single dad out there or every single person out there, after they're 55, 60 year old, maybe 60, 65, the thing comes to their mind that how long they'll be on this planet. And they want to see their kids more often as they reach to that age. Most of my friends tell me that may not be the case, but when we get to that age, we'll see that difference in us. We want to see our kids more. Right now, when I talk to anybody, they say, "Oh, I'm okay, my kids being living in America or live anywhere. I'm not going to stop them." Yeah, you're not going to stop them, but emotionally, if you look closely, you are a selfish little bit and you want to see kids in front of you, your kids in front of you. I can clearly see that in my dad also, that he was literally missing. And the day I used to board the flight from Indore, not even one day when not even once it went without crying and asking this question, why the hell? Why the hell I'm doing this? What I'm achieving? Now again, these are things happening with me. I'm sorry, it may not be happening with you. Then if you don't relate to it, it's perfectly fine. Every single time, the airport, the moment I drop my bags in that scanning machine, I used to be like, this is injustice to my dad. I'm talking about parents right now, but specific to dad. We'll talk about mom maybe in the later video, but it's injustice to them. Why I call it injustice is because I'm not giving them a flexibility to meet me more often. They can come to US, they had a visa, but given their age, can they travel? Again, I know that a lot of conflicting things will happen with this video. People will say this and that, but it's okay. This is my feeling. This is my video. I'm talking about my feelings. I was like every single time feeling this is not right, Pawan. What you're doing, you're good in your career, but at the same time, what you're doing is good for your family, maybe. But you see these people, your parents, they're sad. They want to see you around. You're not there. You're not there. You just come back in every 1 year. That's what you do. I was feeling that inside, and that feeling was growing. Every single time it was growing. Every single time it was growing. Now, there are a lot of things happen in your life in a situation where you cannot do this, I tried to make adjustment to the life, and I tried to make sure that I call him more often. I had a conversation with him more often. I had a conversation with my mom more often, more than my brothers. I made sure that I take a time to do that things. Does it replace the in-person things? No. But at the same time, they're at least able to express themselves to me, right? So I tell you this, look your dad closely and, talk to him more. Give him more appreciations. I try to do that. Have I done enough? No, I don't think so. I should have done enough or more. Tell him what you feel about him making you successful. Tell him more about your feelings. Tell him that how grateful you are because of his hard work. Tell him more, talk to him more, because this is my personal experience. When he's not around, you'll be like, who should I say these things, right? It's difficult to control your emotions making these kind of videos. I'm trying to put down whatever I want to say in this video, so hopefully it goes well till end. So tell him more, call him more often. Make sure that you tell him, you make sure you tell him that he achieved a big thing in life. Listen to his boring stories. My dad used to say a lot of stories again and again, repeatedly. Sometimes I'm like, why the hell I should listen? He's saying same thing. I used to interrupt him because I heard the story 1,000 times, And but the joy he gets in those stories, the joy he wants to share with you in those stories is fun. He talks about your childhood. Talk to them more, because it's very difficult to get those days back, especially for people who are not living in India. I don't know about people who are living in India, maybe getting more time with their parents, but if you are not, especially dad, mom, we'll talk about in the later video. Moms are more expressive. They usually find ways to express themselves. Dads are not. So, and they are also looking for this, that you talk to them, you converse with them, you go and say things about them. You go and spend time with them. You go talk about your days with them. You ask about their days, what he used to be, what he wants, what he feels like, all those things. Again, so this is my perspective. I did something in my life to do spend more time with him at his last days, by looking in his eyes, and understanding that he wants me to be there. And that's how I made the decision that enough is enough. Move back. If you really want to move back before your parents are walking around. They are independent. They can do things themselves. You'll enjoy more. I mean, say enjoy more, like you'll be more satisfied. You can take them around. Even if you move afterwards, you can help them out. But focus on your dad. Talk to him. Talk to him and say what you want to say. Say things which you mean. Say things about him. Say things he's your hero. Say things like that, which you want to say anyways, but you always shy off. You never, like, I never did that. I appreciate him here and there. Till his last breath, I did all those things. But sometimes you don't get enough chances to do those things in your life. Listen to his boring stories. Talk about his friends. Do whatever you can on the phone or whatever. It's not about only return to India. Whatever you can do. Why I'm making this video? I feel like it's just a reminder to you. If it makes sense, if it is not, that's fine. Hope your dad lives longer life, very good life.